What's the hardest part about being a mom?
The loss of autonomy. There is no time, and I mean that literally. There is literally no time for you. If you're not holding him or feeding him or entertaining him, you are doing something to support one of those activities, like washing, folding, preparing, and then obviously thinking about them. And it's just, I've been a mom now for about 12 weeks, so fresh, new. And there's just so many things that I don't get to do anymore. Not because I don't want to, or not because someone's stopping me, I just don't have the time.
Yo, being a mom has to be one of the most difficult jobs in the world. We would hear things about engineering, riggers. I'm not comparing those things, but I'm just saying it has to be tough to be a mom, bro, or just a parent in general. Like, think about that. You are responsible for a life. A life. And eventually, I would want to have some kids, you know? But wanting to have kids and then being prepared to be able to just put myself aside and my goals and any aspiration that I could ever want for myself, just being putting that aside and just taking care of this little creature. My bad. Creature. Kid. Anyway. Is really tough because she mentioned that she has zero time for herself. And I think that's an amazing sacrifice that she made in order to give life to this child, you know? A lot of the time would be seeing a lot of neglect and parents being selfish in that they're just handing off their responsibilities to other people, like the grandparents or the like neighbors or whatever it may be, so they could go out and party. But like when you have children, who you are individually is no longer as important as the life that you're trying to build with this kid and the life that you're trying to build with this partner. On another note though, when it comes to kids, I believe that it's important to choose a partner that is really down for this stuff. And I encourage a lot of people, even though we don't do it no more, to actually date before you get in the relationship so that you can actually see if you're actually compatible. In the beginning, a lot of people have masks. Nobody shows who they are on the first time, first date, first whatever. It's usually 6 months after you will get a good idea of who they are. But the importance of choosing your partner is really, really, really important. Especially for guys. Nowadays, you don't really date. Nobody dates, really. Nobody really dates anymore. It's usually flings or you get somebody pregnant. But for guys or girls, at least if you're messing with somebody and you're just having fun, please wear a rubber. Or if you're not going to wear a rubber, at least like the guy or the girl enough to say, okay, if this were to happen, it wouldn't be the worst thing because, you know, at least he's a decent human being. And when kids get caught up in that situation where they get brought in a situation that they did not ask for, mind you, they feel like they were a mistake. Everywhere they go is chaos and all of that stuff. So back to being a parent, back to being a mom. Shout out to the moms. For real. There's a lot of single moms out there. You know, shout out to you. It's not easy, especially when you're raising boys. Raising boys is one of the most difficult ones because you as a woman cannot teach him how to be a man. You can give him good ideas, good morals, but how to interact, how to deal with certain situations. Should you open the door? Should you not open the door? Should you go out with this girl? How do you stand up for yourself? How do you create boundaries as a man to not allow people to just cross them, you know? So that was just a wholesome video where I think a lot of people should just like appreciate the fact that being a parent is hard. It is hard. But saying that it's hard and actually experiencing it is two different things. You know, some people might think it's easy and then they go into it and they're just like, oh, a rubber would have fixed that. A rubber would have fixed that. But that's just my opinion. It's a wholesome video though. Damn. What if my mom said at one point, what if my mom was like at one point a rubber would have fixed that when I was misbehaving? Like, yeah, damn, this kid needs to go back.